All right, today we're gonna do a walk around and test drive on the most popular car we have on the lot, and that is this 1968 Dodge Charger. Very rare and hard to find car anymore. And when you do find them, they're almost 100,000 or over. You know,
or junk.
Or junk.
So this is a super cool car, guys, and I want to comment on that. I've been in business for going on 17 years. Me and Lisa started the business 17 years ago. This is the first 1968 Charger that Coyote Classics has ever had at our dealership. You know, and we sell about 20 cars a month, so if you do the math, that's pretty hard to find. And we've only had a handful of 69 and 70s in too, but definitely our first 68, and a really cool car. A little history on this car. The previous owner has owned it since 1988, in which he purchased it from the original owner, which was the son of a Chrysler dealership. And that's where he found it, in a corner of a Chrysler dealership, covered up. It was the owner's son's car. And he purchased it, put this 1969 383 4-speed transmission in it. They come out of a Charger back in 1988. He also had it repainted in its original color, which is kind of the medium blue. And that's kind of the story. He's owned it since 88 till here just a couple months ago. Now we spruced it up, did a lot of stuff to it, and just made it even better. So, as long as we're under the hood, we'll talk about it a little bit. The original style radiator was pulled. I put about $650 in it, got it all recored, it's all redone. Power steering pump was rebuilt. 383 motor, runs good, shifts good, drives good, stock manifolds, and just a really clean car. I mean, if you look at the firewall on this car, I mean, this car is virtually pretty much a rust-free original body panel car. Does not have its fender tag, guys. We'll point that out. It was a 318 car anyway. Not a big issue, but it's got a 383 with a 4-speed in it now. Believe this or not, Dalton, the washer squirters work, and it's the original Chrysler Corporation one. It's pretty cool. They work.
Very cool. And then didn't you say we have valve covers coming for it?
I do. So these chrome valve covers, I put quart gaskets in them twice. This one over here still leaks. That's why you're going to see a couple drips under the ground on the pictures and stuff too. So I ordered some brand new Eldebrock chrome valve covers. They'll be here in a few days. We'll put them on. Bottom side of the hood, again, very, very presentable. It's not a show car paint job, but it was done back in 88 or 89 when he first purchased it. But a very good, solid car. No rust on the engine bay whatsoever. Radiator sport, top of the frame rails, everything's awesome. As we go ahead to the front, it's got the original front bumper, so it does have some little Mars there. Dalton, would you go ahead and just turn the headlights on, please? We have the original the original emblem. It's not an original RT car. Previous owner did that, but we have the original emblem. Key on. Set foot key on. And close them. Most hideaway headlights don't work quite that fast, so they work properly. As long as he's got it running here, we'll go kind of check it out in the back. Now, one thing about the car, guys, that could be redone is the exhaust is older, but all honesty, it sounds fine. Doesn't have any major leaks, nothing like that either, so. Timing seems to be set right. Doesn't diesel. Just a great car. Whoever gets this is really going to get a good one. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, when this car came in, has all the original paint and stuff underneath the car. We power washed it for a couple hours. We do have a few pictures of it just showing all the original floor pans, never been patched anywhere underneath that I can see. We did go ahead and paint it black, just put a light coat on it. Some of our customers don't want to ever see any surface rust or bare metal, but we didn't put that much on, where if a guy wants to do a rotisserie restoration and paint this blue underneath, you can definitely do that as well. So
That's the cool thing with this car and this price point is being a 68 Charger, you can buy it, drive it, enjoy it, and as you do that, you can put some money into it and make it a show car or as nice a car as you want to take it, and you're not going to lose money.
Or the cool thing is, some people can't afford a $100,000 Charger, and they can afford a $50,000 one. And this car, guys, is just a gorgeous driver as it sits. It's all been wet sand, buffed. I put the Magna 500s on it. We put like new BFGs on it. Put some big tires on the back to give this car this awesome stance. Again, crap works. It drives good. It's a nice car. Turning signals in the hood even work, you guys. Windshield is crystal clear. The top of the dash. Here's another thing I want to point out with so many of these Chargers and stuff and old Mopars. So many of these are all rusty in the dash area and around the windshield, around the VIN number and stuff. This one's perfect. The paint on it's perfect. Over top of the roof, we got a few little dark spots on it just from being 30 years old. You can just see some of the metallic in there is just a little darker, but all in all, really good looking car. And check how that door fits and that body line on top, D.
Lines up nice. There is a few little, I don't know if you pointed out, a few little blemishes.
No, we haven't got to that yet. Main thing is on this roof here. So in this roof sale, so many times they're just crappy. In this back window area, there's not a bubble or a blister anywhere. And at first, I never really noticed this before. The 68 Mopar all embroidered in there.
Cool.
It's really cool. Original seats in the car. Here's another thing to point out. Look at the, even in this drip rail, all the paint on this drip rail is 30-some years old. It's not cracked and surface rusty or nothing. Top of the door is good. Door gap's really nice. As you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the undercarriage. We do have a few little bubbles starting right here. Just a couple little minor ones. A couple more right here. Original pinch welds, rockers are all original. And there's two tiny little areas right in the very front edge of that door. And if you want to make a show car out of it, do a little bit of paint work, but maybe a new back bumper. As we go in here in the jams are all nice and clean as well. Scuff plates should be replaced, they're the originals. That'd be a cheap replacement. Carpet was replaced 2 years ago along with the gas tank and the clutch pressure plate throwout bearing. About a year and a half ago when the previous owner got it out of his storage for 25 years. It was at his mom's. He started was going to drive it again. Put the clutch, pressure plate, throwout bearing, gas tank, carpet, and that was pretty much it. This was his high school car, Dalt. He drove it back in the early 90s. Drove it for a few years, parked it for 25 and got it back out and sold to us. So, beautiful door jamb right here. Corner of the door is great. Bottom of the door's got a lot of original paint here, so it's got a lot of little scratches in that paint there. Armrest base is all original. You can see the chrome peeling off there. Windows roll up and down perfect, and they should. It's a, what is it, 79,000 original mile car, you guys. Dash pad's in good shape. Dash is in good shape. It's got the original steering wheel. Her shifter's awesome. It's got the factory buckets. Back seats all original as well, and it's got the buddy seat and 79,000 miles on the seats, and they're in great shape. Previous owner stated that all he did was carpet. Did not do the headliner, door panels, or the seat covers were all original. Dome light works, headliner's all in good shape, except for it does have a few stains and stuff, but I do not see any tears. Got one little tiny little tear right there. Very small. If you want the buckets, you guys, just go ahead and take the buddy seat out and you got buckets. This is what I love about the 68s. I love all the circle lights on it, the circle tail lights.
Yeah, I gotta say I like that a lot too.
Yeah, they're in great shape too. The back bumper really shines nice. I'm here at 3 foot. It's got a great shine. It's just if you get right down on it, there are some little dings in it and stuff like that. It goes with the rest of the theme. 79,000 original mile car, one repaint.
A survivor.
This car's gonna sell this week. $52,995 is what it's gonna take to buy this car. And it's well worth every penny in my opinion. Couple little scratches here in the paint. 2 there. One tiny little chip right there. And 2 more right there. Another thing I love is the iconic gas cap on the top of the quarter panel. This sail area is excellent as well. There's no body filler anywhere that's showing. There's no cracks, chips, nothing. Same thing in this drip rail. So many of these cars are rusty here and stuff. Even if they're not bad, they're at least surface rusty and bubbled. Back of the hood matches up really nice to the top of the cowl, the top of the door, top of the fender. Our door gap is great. We got 5 tiny, tiny little imperfections, little bubbles right there. Other than that, lower fender's perfect. All solid. Rocker's good. Yep. Same thing, guys. Just a couple little bubbles. They're just very, very tiny. Hoping that you can. They're so small. I don't even know if you can see them on there. In behind the rear quarter here, between the door and the rear quarter is perfect. Over the wheel well is excellent. And behind the wheel is great, guys. So as we open the door, corner of the door is absolutely rust free. Bottom of the door. This, as far as the interior, driver's side armrest pad and this top of, just from the sun and your arm on it, stuff like that. That's the worst part about the whole interior. Those 2 pieces. Horn works, 79,233 miles. The dash, in all honesty, is in really good shape. It does need a new glove box lock. The spring on the lock is bad. Quarter panel is perfect. I mean, where it meets all original body panels here, guys, as far as I can tell. Corner of the door, in behind the fender. Seats are excellent. As you go in and out of the driver's seat, that's in great shape as well. Starts really easy, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So, oil pressure gauge works. I know the temperature gauge works. I drove it the other day. 79,233 miles. Gas gauge works. Alternator gauge works as well.
I don't believe the tack is working.
No. Heater fan works. The radio works, but we're going to have to find a station. How do headlights work? Here's what I think was just amazing in this car. Factory washer works.
We got a lot of pressure.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Shoots right over
Do it
the car.
again.
You want to?
Yeah.
It only comes out one side, but that's all right. Cool car. I love the tall shifter on this car. We've had so much action in this car. We just finally got it done, you guys. We had to wait for parts and just do little different things, but we want to make sure it's ready for the next customer. And it is, except for we have to fix that valve covers. Yep. Replace those.
Man, too nice. Then that 4-wheel opens right up.
It's sweet. Here's our brakes. Now, drum brakes on the back. All right. I think they're drum on the front too, but I'll have to check that. But they stop absolutely perfect.
Gets right up, don't it?
What do you think of it?
Suspension feels great going over the bridge. It's tight.
It's awesome. The only thing else that doesn't work properly, guys, is the speedometer works, but it's not. It's reading about 20 mile an hour too slow. It's just, that's what's weird. It's moving up equally. It's just too slow.
Yeah.
But
might need a new little gear on the cable or something.
It could. I love the gears in the rear end too.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, we're in 4th gear. It's not howling down the road.
Down, man. Shifts smooth.
Oh, awesome.
I'm impressed by it. I mean, the guys did a great job with this one, getting it ready to go.
Yeah, I'll throw the windows up there.
Yeah, all the windows go up nice.
Oh, very smooth. Goes down the road great. Like I said, if you want to downshift, guys, look at that.
No clunking, no...
Nothing.
Man.
It's got good gears. I mean, this ain't no... It's probably like low threes. It's fantastic.
It's perfect for what you want to do with it.
Oh, yeah. Here's our brakes at high speeds. They stop great. As far as going down the road, guys, this is just a fantastic car. We talked about the wipers, horn. I mean, everything's just ready to jump in and go.
It is. Yeah. I mean, very hard to find car. It's awesome to be in one. Go on the website.
And then to drive like this. No, the steering, the steering, the suspension, the shocks going over the bridge. Everything is just awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And that's what you get when you get a original mile car, you know.
And you get a car from Coyote Classics.
That's right. That makes a difference too. All right, guys, give us a call. Check this thing out. Thanks for watching. Like Chad said, this car is going to be sold this week. So if you like it, act fast.